and welcome to the show. So, what's been happening? What do you think? It's Brexit. Hello, so we finished the show, it was fine, and then the shit hit the fan.
A challenge to the Prime Minister as Conservative MPs trigger a vote of confidence in her leadership.
I will contest that vote with everything I've got.
This has hardly been an ideal day for the Conservative Party.
What's going to happen? Tonight, the Prime Minister's fate is being decided.
I'm pleased to have received the backing of my colleagues in tonight's ballot.
She has survived. The Tories tried to get rid of her, she's still in charge, now she's gone to the EU to get a deal, she's then got to try and get that deal through Parliament, that's not going to happen. It is fucking chaos. All we know is that everyone is upset with Theresa May, particularly this man in Scotland.
She's in Glasgow today. If you could meet her, what would you tell her?
That's nothing, right? That's nothing. This guy was so furious, he had a breakdown.
Bollocks to Brexit! Bollocks to Brexit! Bollocks to Brexit!
Talking of protests, remember our old friend from Westminster?
And lots of Brexperts, so analysts that look at Brexit very closely, think that that's not going to be long enough to really
so no guarantees that the job can be done in that time,
exactly. No guarantee at all.
The media were so frustrated with him ruining their shots, they built a 20-foot tower. Did that stop him? What do you think?
Legal advice, and then say, I don't want to do that. And I think that's kind of moving. So I think the Prime Minister will use the stroke, but endure pretty comfortably.
He's like a heroic Mr. Tickle. What a week. Theresa May has been under insane pressure, and what blew my mind was the way she relaxes. Is it yoga? Is it Tai Chi? No. Theresa May reveals how she keeps calm by eating peanut butter out of the jar. She must be eating it like a fucking wolf. The country's in tatters, and she sat behind her desk like this. Did you see Boris Johnson trying to convince us to take him seriously?
Do not underestimate the deep sense of personal responsibility I feel for Brexit and for everything that has happened. Do not underestimate how much I care about this.
Oh, fuck off! The only thing you care about is yourself. You claimed you'd get $350 million for the NHS. We're not going to forget that just because you had a haircut. Nobody wants you to be Prime Minister. Christ, I'd rather have peanut butter guts in charge. We're getting nowhere. Parliament can't agree. We're in uncharted territory. Maybe the only way out is to go back to the people. Because whether you voted Leave or Remain, none of us were privy to the facts we now have. We didn't know it would make us poorer. We didn't know it would tank the economy. And we certainly didn't know everyone who pushed for Brexit would fuck off and leave that peanut butter nutter to sort it out. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense, and the ideas people are coming up with to try and fix it are even worse. The head of politics at Cambridge University has called for children as young as 6 to be given the vote. No. How is that going to help?
Please be upstanding for the Right Honourable Peppa Pig.
Last time we had a pig near a Prime Minister, it didn't go well. Did you see what the guy said? What's the worst that could happen? They'll elect this guy! Children and politics don't mix. Look what happens when they meet their head of state.
This is our adoptive son.
It's great, isn't it? Kids can't vote. Some of them have got bigger problems.
What does that say?
Let me see it. It says, "It's almost Christmas and I have noticed that you have been very good this year. Your name is on my present list here in the North Pole. My elves are working hard so we can get your gifts ready."
Oh wait, I'll shit my pants.
From politics to football, and the appalling abuse aimed at Raheem Sterling.
Chelsea FC and the Met Police are investigating claims that Man City player Raheem Sterling was racially abused by Chelsea fans during his team's 2-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge.
How can you be racist and support Chelsea? You're owned by a Russian, your best player's Belgian, your greatest manager's Portuguese, and you're sponsored by a Japanese tyre company, you thick fucks. What's amazing, not only did Sterling keep his cool, he used this to help highlight the media's treatment of black footballers.
Sterling's taken to social media to accuse newspapers helping to fuel racism by the way in which they portray young black footballers.
I'm not surprised. The papers have had a pop at him so many times. They attacked his intellect. From troubled youth to 100k a week, the life of football idiot Raheem Sterling. They had a go at him for being flash. Man City star Raheem Sterling hires private jet and heads for 2 holidays in a week. Then they had a go at him for not being flash. Raheem Sterling earns 200 grand a week but takes £80 EasyJet flight back from holiday. He can't win. Christ, they even attacked him for having a muddy car. Raheem Sterling drives filthy 50k Mercedes. And let's not forget the shit he got before the World Cup for having a gun tattoo on his leg. The Sun actually linked it to murder. They put these words in their newspaper. 2 more teenagers were killed over the weekend as Sterling revealed his controversial gun tattoo. His tattoo didn't kill them. Tattoos don't make you do stuff. Or there'd be loads of girls in Essex speaking Chinese. Do you know what I mean? When Cheryl Cole got that rose on her ass, we didn't blame her for hay fever. I mean, this doesn't want to make you finger a monkey. It's 2018. Racism has no place in football. We should be talking about how amazing the Chelsea game was. The fact that the England team are actually good. And this week, we discovered the greatest goalkeeper in the world. You can't teach that. Now, next up, this is hilarious. The society magazine Tatler has released an updated guide to being upper class. They revealed a list of what does or doesn't make you posh, and they are absolutely ridiculous. Apparently, these are the things that make you posh. Having a job, loving your parents, and eating bread. Eating bread makes you posh. Does that mean ducks are upper class? Just quack, quack. They've misunderstood. Posh people don't eat bread, they're inbred. Oh, that's a cracker. Come on, that's straight back, man. There's more. Apparently, you're posh if you eat sweets, say no, or use EasyJet. EasyJet means you're posh. I've never seen the Queen on a flight to Mallorca.
What happens in Shagaloo stays in Shagaloo. Raheem, how you doing, baby? I'm gonna hit manumission and Phil's going Aqualand.
Yeah, that's right, Raheem. I love you, dog. You're in my fantasy team. I love the idea he's got a fantasy team. Oh, come on, Hazard. I might get it. But it gets even more ludicrous. Tatler is a magazine so far removed from the struggles of everyday people that apparently the following make you common. Knowing about yachts, 3-day weddings in Burma, and my personal favourite, wearing makeup outside London. Lipstick in Swindon? Are you quite mad? Hello, police, I'd like to report a crime. Eyeliner, Manchester. Ghastly. Posh people don't wear makeup outside London. Well, that makes me an absolute scumbag, because here's me in India. It looks like Ellen's had a breakdown. Now, talking of breakdowns...
Millions of people across the UK have been unable to access the internet all day from their smartphones after the O2 network was hit by technical problems.
It was such a first world problem. My phone doesn't work! I can't get on the internet! I'm gonna have a conversation. I I was so stressed I ate 2 jars of peanut butter. This is so sad, but I genuinely lost it. I was pathetic. I was like, I need my phone. Think of all the people trying to contact me, my family, my friends, my work, my fans. Right, the next day, it started working. Not one message, you know, you're like... Oh, man. Now, next up, have you seen the latest ridiculous suggestion from the animal rights group PETA? PETA have been mocked for suggesting animal-friendly alternatives to popular phrases. Instead of saying, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, they want feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Instead of bringing home the bacon, they want bring home the bagels. I think I speak for the nation when I say, what a load of plant shit. These phrases don't hurt animals. When we say something's the dog's bollocks, you don't see a chihuahua going, my nutsack. If you watch someone like a hawk, that means you stare at them. That doesn't mean you're in a tree eating a mouse. Mind you, words are very important, as Mariah Carey found out this week. Mariah's fans have been trying to get the 2001 soundtrack to the flop movie Glitter the attention it so desperately deserves. Only one problem. The hashtag they used to promote it was Justice for Glitter. I mean, that is an error. I don't want to be an Ergang. Let's be honest. It's not the first time a hashtag's caused problems. Who could forget the promo for Susan Boyle's album party? Hashtag Suzanne or Bum Party. Dorothy Perkins tried to boost sales with this. Hashtag Love DP. And my favourite, Cheltenham Literary Festival, went with hashtag Clipfest. Apparently, a lot of men, they couldn't find it. They couldn't find it. Oh, God. Join me after the break when I'll be talking to a man who came to this country as a Somali refugee and is now the Lord Mayor of Sheffield. Let's talk about the wonderful people who work for the NHS at Christmas, because Christmas, for us, is amazing. The food, the presents, your nan waking herself up by farting. One of my favourite things to do, right, I get myself a really offensive present, and on the label I write, to Russell, love Mum. The joy you feel Christmas morning. Mum, what have you got me? A beginner's guide to dogging? The point I'm making, we're having the best time of the year. The people who work for the NHS are having the hardest. The NHS is gearing up for the worst winter crisis on record. Over half of NHS staff work unpaid overtime every week, and some exhausted NHS nurses drink Red Bull on the job in a desperate attempt to stay awake. And as if their job isn't hard enough, we make it worse by being pissheads. It's been reported that 70% of attendances in A&E over the Christmas period are believed to be alcohol-related. At Christmas, we drink like Vikings. If you get a bottle of Baileys in February, you still have it in September. You get one in December, it's gone by the afternoon. We have so much booze at Christmas, we even put it on the pudding. Just brandy for the pudding. We don't do that normally. Get me a beer for this yoghurt. We drink when we shop. Christmas market, let's have some mulled wine. Let's have some boiling hot Merlot. Let's have something that tastes like hot perfume. We don't do that in the summer. We don't walk into Top Man with a warm Stella. Plus, we even put out a drink for Santa so we can have one more. No, children, it's not for me. It's for the magic man that comes down the chimney. What do you mean it's not my house? We drink. What do you mean I haven't got kids? We drink so much. No wonder we end up in hospital with injuries like this. Each year, several people end up in A&E with broken arms suffered by pulling Christmas crackers. Some people go further. Last December, it was reported that a drunk man presented himself at hospital with a 77-centimetre-long sex toy up his anus. Hello, I've had an accident. He must have looked like a pogo stick. Poor nurses pulling that out on Christmas Day. You better not scream, you better not shout. I'm pulling 3 foot of rubber cock out. Sandra, please pass me my Red Bull. How selfless is that, just ringing home?
Sorry, love, I'm going to miss the kids opening their presents. Yeah, I'm pulling a draft excluder out of a pervert's arse.
That's how amazing they are. They helped him. What would we have done? I'll tell you what we would have done. Filmed it. One broken ring. How do they do it? Not only do NHS workers put up with our nonsense, they don't even get paid what they deserve. A 2015 study found that over the last 10 years, doctors' pay has fallen 22% in real terms. Not only are they getting paid less, they're being patronised by their managers. Look at this. This is truly insane. Hospital bosses have been blasted for patronising staff after giving them detailed instructions on how to make toast. If you can perform open-heart surgery, you're probably not going to burn a crumpet. Doctors trained for 7 years, and this was genuinely put up in an NHS kitchen. Place required bread into slots. Wait beside toaster until completion. Remove toast from toaster. They're doctors, they're not Joey Essex. It's so depressing. And it's not just people working in hospitals who are getting shit. Violent attacks on ambulance staff are up 34% in the last 4 years. Who punches a paramedic? Stop making me better! If that was me, I'd be straight on the defibrillator. Fucking clear. And when they're out cold, I'd inject them with Viagra and chain them up outside of school. It's fucking, right? It's not just violence. They're saving our lives and they have to deal with prank calls. They get over 25 hoax calls a day. According to just one ambulance service, people have rung up 999 because they wanted their pot noodles heated up, their TV channel changed, their pillows plumped. I mean, Christ, one caller wanted the West Midlands Ambulance Service to resuscitate a dead pigeon. They're paramedics, not Dr. Dolittle. Who cares about a pigeon? No one's ever walked through Trafalgar Square and gone, there's one missing! Flappy! Where's Flappy? Stay with me! Stay with me, Flappy! Nobody has. Prank calls cost the NHS hundreds of thousands every year. And calling an ambulance is the shittest prank ever. If you want to play a prank this Christmas, get your friend's phone and swap his mum's number with his girlfriend's. It's amazing. I did it with my brother. Couldn't have gone better. What are you doing?
Just in bed with your dad.
What the fuck? That's the prank. What I'm trying to say is the season of goodwill to spare a thought for all the people running our NHS this Christmas. The doctors, the nurses, the paramedics, the porters, the radiographers, the lab technicians, the cleaners, the kitchen staff, the switchboard, the security, and loads I've forgotten. Every one of them looking after us instead of being with their families. So don't punch a doctor, don't abuse a nurse, don't prank call an ambulance, don't get shit-faced at your Christmas party and headbutt an elf. If you see a dead pigeon, let it go. If you get a lightsaber for Christmas, don't shove it up your ass. The NHS represents the absolute best of us. So this Christmas, let's give them all a silent night. Let's do it. Now it's time for some playground politics. This week, I asked the children of the world what they thought about technology. You probably don't remember a world when you couldn't pause TV.
I do.
And can you remember those bleak times? Whereas now we're fast forwarding, we're recording.
When you're watching like an amazing movie,
yeah,
or the TV show's ended, and it's possible that the TV show might not even be on TV for thousands of years.
Absolutely. What would you like to see invented?
So basically, this thing is connected to like all the emergency places. Like it's like a walkie-talkie, but like everyone, every house has
That's
it.
one 999, isn't it?
99. What?
999.
Cats that with the jam they can arrive on the moon.
So if cats eat jam, they can go to the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, are you on hallucinogenics?
Yeah.
Currently, the ability to time travel may be within our grasp. If you could travel anywhere in time, where would you go?
A million years in the past.
Back to Spain.
You go back to Spain.
I love Spain. I'm even going back again.
What is it about Spain you like so much?
The entertainment is amazing.
Yeah.
You get free food there.
What, in Spain?
What?
I would go to tell the king to stop being naughty.
Yes.
And I would tell the princess to be a nice girl.
If you had one wish, what would there be?
I wish that I was 11, but I had my brain now and my football ability. I want to be an 11-year-old Ronaldo. I want to be doing this in playgrounds.
I wish that there was no wars, no like people getting hurt.
Or no World War III,
no Hitler. Everybody having a nice life.
Yeah.
No Titanic sinking.
Please, you've made me look, but I didn't realise we were doing stuff like that. I thought it was...
Well, remember, it's one wish. You have to wish for
It's
it.
too late. I'm an 11-year-old Ronaldo now, and he's safe.
Your turn. Okay,
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I think that everyone would have a home. I'm actually doing a sharing one. I wish everyone would have a home and everyone would have food to survive.
Yeah. Tonight's guest is truly inspirational. He's a former refugee who made international headlines when he became not only Sheffield's youngest, but their first ever Muslim mayor.
I've achieved what I've achieved because of Sheffield. Me being Lord Mayor is one way of really giving back.
Can I just say hi?
Hello, hi.
I've seen you on Twitter.
Hi. What is tradition? Traditions come and go. People set new traditions, right? All I'm basically doing is just being myself, rather than doing it the stuffy old kind of way. More people are getting engaged, younger people are getting engaged, and more brilliant that people are talking about Sheffield all around the world, which is positive.
Please welcome Lord Mayor of Sheffield, Majid Majid.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I am. Hello.
So, you're a Muslim, you're a Somali refugee, you're the Mayor of Sheffield and a member of the Green Party. That is check, check, check. That must make you the most hated man in the Daily Mail's history ever. How is it?
Honestly, it's absolutely crazy, but in a really positive way. And I'd be lying to you if I said it's something I ever actually aspired to be honest. But I think for me, it really just kind of comes down to, I think there's so much rhetoric of fear, hate and division going on. I thought, if I can at least make my small part of the world, Sheffield, that much better, that's me doing my part. And it comes from that saying, if you don't do politics, politics will do you.
Yes.
And I just got tired of complaining.
I read that you got inspired into politics by the rise of UKIP.
Yeah, it was just, I was just genuinely just tired of seeing like Nigel Farage and just all this kind of just language just basically just there to divide us. So I thought, well, listen, I'm just gonna get involved. And I literally had to teach myself politics. So I actually went on YouTube, watched a lot of videos, forced myself to watch daily politics just because I genuinely didn't. Everything was going over my head, especially when it came down to party politics, what was happening, but I knew I cared about certain issues and topics, so I just kind of thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna get involved.
See, again, you very rarely see people say that on Question Time.
Yeah.
Like, so normally, well, you know, it was a calling. It's like, fuck it, let's get involved.
Yeah.
How much has your life changed since you became mayor?
Drastically changed. So for a start, I get a chauffeur.
Do you?
Yeah, which is a plus size, so drives me around.
What's he driving?
And he's driving a Jag.
What kind of tunes are we pumping?
And we are pumping from Kanye West, DMX, to a bit of ABBA as well.
Why not?
So, literally just sharing it, and they all get involved, and it's quite surreal, but...
Is that... Have you got, like, tinted windows and you're trying to freak people out?
No,
like, Kanye? ABBA? What the fuck's in there?
I actually have the windows rolled down and, like, might pick up the odd person at a bus stop, like, give them a lift on the way to where we're going.
All right, thank God you said that. I didn't know, like... It's just like you're picking people up, get in.
But you know what? I've also been, like, a lot of things are still the same. So, like, I still live in a shared house.
Do you?
Yeah. Like,
Who do you live with?
I've got a friend who's a Deliveroo rider.
What? So the mayor of Sheffield lives with a Deliveroo rider?
Yeah, food rider, and also a teacher. So,
wow.
like, there's still, like, I still go about my business day to day, but a lot of things have changed in the sense I have had a lot of different requests, like, weird and wonderful. So, like, I had a strange, odd request where a lady got in touch with, and she was like, can I get a pair of your used socks? Because she collects used and socks of politicians. So she claimed she had Tony Blair's used socks, and she kind of, I don't know what she does with it. So I get really...
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get weird requests like that, but then I also get some really wonderful ones.
Hang on, whoa.
Okay.
Let's back up. Did you send her the socks?
Yeah, of course, but I did make sure, like, they were very well-used socks. So, like, about 2 days of use. Just so it was...
No. He's being respectful. This is what the woman wants.
But then also, I've had, like, these two lovely women who were getting married asked me to walk them down the aisle.
Oh, nice.
Which you don't get asked. So, honestly, there's some, like, really weird and wonderful requests that are just not... I wouldn't normally be doing, but it's a blessing.
What's your proudest achievement as mayor of Sheffield?
Honestly, there's been so much, whether that being setting up the UK Suicide Prevention Charter and having over 100 organisations sign it, and just honestly, just so much. Even the simple thing of literally just making politics more accessible and engaging and a lot of kind of wider, younger audience in that as well.
How'd you do that?
Honestly, for a start, I'm unapologetically myself. I'm honest. And I use social media. And I think for me, Russell, is I try and find creative ways to capture people's imaginations and then feed them with some sort of political message. Because one thing I've realised is that people's attention spans are getting so short. And there's so much information out there. So I guess for me, just trying to get creative with it and then just trying to send that message of hope to other people.
What's been the most... Have you ever had any, like, really surreal pinch-yourself moments as mayor?
So, I stayed the night at Windsor Castle.
Really?
But
Friends with benefits.
Yeah. but I'm a Republican. I've got no reason to be staying at the Windsor Castle, so that was a complete...
Did they invite you?
Majid, come round.
Yeah.
In a big party. You like guacamole?
And you know what it is? I was really trying to get a karaoke session started with the people I was with, but I felt like, why not? Like, why would you not want to do karaoke at Windsor Castle? But it didn't play out.
What song were you trying to get?
It has to be Queen songs.
Which one?
I Want to Break Free, or...
You can't sing that in Windsor Castle. That's what Diana sung. Yeah. Refer you to the news.
Yeah, another surreal moment has been, which I would never have expected, me and Rufus Hound going around Sheffield giving people wet wipes, cat food, and scratch cards.
Were you on mushrooms?
No. So it was, you know, like, he messaged me and he was like, I'm in Sheffield, let's get together and do something. I'm like, well, what the heck, like, what am I going to do with Rufus Hound? So luckily, well, not luckily, but England lost. That's when they got kicked out of the World Cup, right?
Yes.
So I'm like, right, the people of Sheffield are going to be really, really down. Let's brighten the people of Sheffield's day, right? So I thought, right, me and Rufus are going to go to Sainsbury's. We're going to fill our buckets with mawams, scratch cards, and lots of different things. I'm just going to go on Twitter and ask, guys, send me your work addresses. Me and Rufus House are going to come and just cheer your day up. And we just got flooded with lots of work addresses, and we just went around to different workplaces and just gave out treats.
Why cat food?
Do you know? Literally, I think it was an offer at the time. So
it was nearly something lovely, and then you went, I've only got a tenner. Have that gone off cheaper. So I love the idea that someone's in Sheffield, well, we were out of the World Cup, but look, I've got some cheap cat food. It's coming home. Now, I read a lovely thing about you. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but you banned Trump from Sheffield.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
There we go, that's you. Do you want to take us through the photo?
Yes. So, basically, as a country, I thought we want to just roll the red carpet out for him, because by us doing that, we're literally just legitimising everything that he stands for. So I thought, listen, he bans people. So I kind of thought, listen, I'm going to ban him from Sheffield, and I thought, listen, I'm going to call him a waste man, and I'm also...
What's a waste man?
Bluntly, he's just a prick. Literally, that's a childish prick, basically.
Yeah, a childish prick.
So, yeah, he just ended up going crazy all around the world. Like, I'm seeing, like, billboards around London, Donald Trump is a waste man. Even to a point, there was a lady who got her newborn baby that said, no, baby growth, Donald Trump is a waste man. So it's just, honestly, it just engaged with a lot more people, and it was just...
Do you think he was ever going to come to Sheffield?
I think on his way to... probably on his way to Doncaster and Rotherham, maybe, but, like, there was... Of course he wasn't coming to Sheffield, and I think it was just a whole point of saying, listen, these are five reasons why Donald Trump's a waste man, and we should also combat his rhetoric as well.
And do you have anything you want to achieve in your time in office?
Yeah, so I support 3 amazing charities. One of them's like Flourish mental health charity, Unity Gym Project, which help support young vulnerable adults in tackling knife crime culture, and Sheffield Women's Counselling and Therapy Service. I've got this. Well, I've set myself the target of fundraising £100,000 by the end of the year. But then I kind of thought, because for those that don't know, my name Majid Majid actually comes from Majid Majid, the submission magician, which is the fight name I used to get given when I was at university, because I used to do a lot of mixed martial arts, and I used to win all my fights by choking people.
Right.
So by basically making them submit. So I thought, well, right, how can I use that in a fundraising manner?
And you work for the Green Party?
Yes. Yeah. So I thought, let's have a charity MMA fights. And I kind of thought the perfect person...
Who do you want to fight?
Sajid Javid. And I just kind of thought, well, Sajid, Majid...
Yeah, just because it rhymes?
Yeah. Well, just only that we've got a bit of a history between ourselves as well.
OK, we've actually got... Still, there you go.
Yes.
Poster. You both look great.
Yes. That's hopefully how we will look by the time we're all finished training. Okay. But, so, I don't know if Sajid is going to be watching the show or anything, so...
Well, if he's watching, why don't you throw some smackdown at him?
Sajid, let's get it down. Me versus you. Let's make this happen, and let's raise some money for charity.
OK, while we're here, Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Seriously. I love the way he's probably sort of sat at home.
Yeah.
Queensberry rules?
Yeah.
Seriously. I'll knock your teeth out with a brick. Now, you have a light-hearted approach to politics. Are you ever worried that people don't take you seriously?
I think before I even took the role on, and especially the way I wanted to do things, I knew I was going to piss a lot of people off. Just purely, if my existence alone wasn't going to piss people off just by my actions and what I was going to support and do was going to basically annoy people. I always get the same thing, like, Majid, do you know what? Stop being political, stop rocking the boat. But it's like everything I do is political, Russell, right? Yeah. It's like I haven't got the privilege of being non-political. Like, I'm a black Muslim immigrant, right? It's within my moral duty and responsibility to speak out against injustices, right? That might affect me, my sister, the people of Sheffield, or the wider community, right? But it's like, with me, listen, staying silent is siding with the oppressed, and I will definitely use my platform. I'm not perfect, and I probably will make some mistakes, but I genuinely do everything with the best of intentions.
Yeah. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Majid Majid! Thank you very much. Well done, man. Wonderful. Join me after the break when I'll be with another of my comedy mates seeing if we can unlock the mysteries of eternal life. Welcome back. Now, it's time for Live Forever. This week, me and the brilliant Roisin Connerty went to see a shaman who promised to cleanse our mind, body and soul.
Welcome, Russell and Roisin. My medicine is basically an indigenous holistic system of healing. It's being able to navigate and help people through possessive, neurotic energies.
You really looked at Roche when you said neurotic.
Just relax. Ready? Breathe. Good, and breathe into the heart. Come on, nice strong breath. All right? Perfect.
How come you keep burping?
I'm digesting, you know, eating your energies.
Right, so you're burping out our energy.
Yeah, you got to light your own lamp and burp your own burps, my friend. Digest
I've
your
seen
own...
many self-help books, but
Yeah.
I've never seen that type. Burp your own burps. I like it.
What we're going to do is try and open up some doors.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to use the eggs?
Yeah, well, the eggs are a microcosm and they absorb your energy. And then we take a reading. OK, so, Russell, shall we have a look at yours? Wow. Fantastic. Right, so the yolk is the body, right? So it's like someone's basically got a shotgun and just gone and blown holes in you.
Right.
So if we can flush through the cloud,
Yeah.
then your energy will naturally unite.
Okay. Can I have a look at Roche's egg?
Sure.
Roche is slightly worried that a bird's going to fly out.
Yeah.
Peck out her eyes.
But your energy is like more like a galaxy. It's like the magical dance. But the problem is you're dancing in a pond. And it's...
That's often.
Yeah. Can you see the smoke? It's quite impressive. And your wounds, emotionally, are sitting underneath a big cloud. So if we can shift that cloud today, then it's like those wounds can surface and you can process through them.
Yeah, boy oh boy.
Okay.
Who knew eggs were so chatty?
Great, so we can do some body work, a bit of energy work, and try and get your systems a bit more fluid. Visualise that you're breathing in the entire contents of the cosmos into your body. I'm just going to relax here a little bit. That's it, just flop like a rag doll. It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and relax. So your in-breath is like you're going to die, you know? So breathe into the right kidney, yeah, and then breathe out the right foot.
I like it when you touch me there, I don't know why, but I can really go for a shit. I think you've prodded something loose in me.
She's off. Okay.
It was way more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a spritz.
Gonna travel
I
through.
feel like Annabelle Chung.
Okay, so we're ready to walk down to the sweat lodge?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I feel like we have to do a Theresa May here, don't we? What are you doing there, Roland?
Well, we just make a little salute to the 4 elements.
It smells a bit like weed.
Is it? When we go into the lodge, it's like opening up the door into the unconscious, irrational world of oneself. If you empty out, you can fill yourselves with something new.
Cool.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
It stinks. It stinks, mate. Roland, there was no mention of that. It smells like a dead dog in a cabbage factory.
The door down, please.
Yes. Just feel yourself melting. Let yourself melt into the earth.
Oh, Jesus, you fucking... Oh!
It's so hot.
Okay.
I might have to go.
That's fine. Do you want to try lying down first?
No.
Door open! Do you fancy a little dip in the river, cool down?
Yeah, let's do that,
Yeah?
Let's out.
Cool.
What are you doing? To cool down.
Okay, so let the river flow through you, okay? Okay, Ross, come on then.
No problem. Oh, it's pretty. I'm not putting my head in it.
Okay, are we,
let's get
we
back
cool?
in. Yeah.
We good?
It's so hot. Feels insane, this. Feels like we're in a survival film. You forget, don't you? Can we get back in the sweaty?
Yeah, man, you ready?
Are you mad? I prefer the sweaty to... Are you out of your mind? You're so brave, Russell. Yeah, I'm not going to go back in. I feel extreme serenity, but I think it's in the same way, you know why people bungee jump? So if they survive, then they feel like, whoa, it's good to be alive. You all right? Oh. I've done the O2.
So we'll just do a little closing ceremony to all our relations.
To all our
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Later,
so much.
Roland.
Yeah, definitely. Take care, mate.
Take care, bye-bye.
How do you reckon your egg is?
I think my eggs
Fucking
are in good
poached.
shape. I do feel like very cleansed. How do you feel?
So weird. He wouldn't stop burping. It was just all day. It was one of the weirdest days of my life. Now, finally, it's time for good deeds. Earlier in the show, we talked about the ugly side of football. Here's a reminder of why it's called the beautiful game.
United Glasgow offers a safe zone. Whatever it is that they're facing or whatever their story is, they're all equal on the pitch.
No racism, no homophobia, it's just everyone's welcome.
Football's one tiny part of the barriers and the problems that refugees and asylum seekers face, but it's the one that I can do something about. I'm Alan, I run United Glasgow Football Club. United Glasgow was set up in 2011. There was a lot of young asylum seekers and refugees who wanted to play football, so all we did was get people together with a ball in a park, and it just built from there. We've probably got between 150 and 200 players. We have players who are born and raised in Glasgow, asylum seekers from all over the world, so we're all different and we're all united, I guess.
With football being such a universal thing, it's something we can all understand. We can get past language barriers. Nice save, keeper, well done, well done. And as a coach, I get to teach them the football side. They get to teach me about a lot more. That's it, run round them.
Met quite a few people that I've just clicked with immediately, learn about their cultures, learn about their lives and how they ended up over here.
People face horrific things before they get to the UK, and you're not going to make people forget the things they've seen or the things that have happened, but just try and make them feel a little bit like this is their home.
I'm Kurdish from Syria. All the time we are fighting and you don't know what happened tomorrow, and another day Glasgow is my home.
Training tonight is going to work on some new stuff. United Glasgow allows refugees to be more than simply a label, more than simply a victim. They're able to come and be themselves while still feeling welcome and included as refugees.
When I came here, I didn't know anyone. Everyone loves to play football, everywhere, in any culture. I made many friends here.
Best thing you can do as an individual is just get out and help. It's pretty simple. All you need is a ball and a pitch.
Amazing stuff. Now, remember to tweet us with the hashtag RHDeeds if you know of an amazing good deed for us to share. Thanks very much for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Good night.